Aquarius, and welcome to your mid-July update. I'll be back doing the weeklies from the month of August. Just give me a minute, Aquarius. I'm just having a look at what's going on here. I'm looking for your outcome. Okay, I'm just going to end with the 10 of Cups. I generally try and end at a 10, an ace, or a major arcana. Okay, you've got the, oh gosh, just give me a minute, Aquarius. I'm going to start at the beginning. 3 of Wands with the 9 of Swords. So some of you might have been waiting. Okay, the 3 of Wands is a card of expansion, but one of its messages are also waiting for news, waiting for someone or something to get in touch. Okay, it's with the 9 of Swords. So 9 of Swords, and we pulled this in our monthly reading. Okay, the 9 of Swords is a card of quite a lot of anxiety. Okay, now Aquarius, that's literally mostly because we've got Mars retrograde for 2 months. A lot of planets are in Aquarius. It's quite intense. I'm definitely feeling very 9 of Swords energy. Just going to clarify it, but actually I'm not going to clarify it because I'd rather look at what's coming to us than what's behind us. But there's been some anxiety. Now what you most want is the King of Wands. Okay, so he could be a fire sign, male or female, or it doesn't have to be. It could be some sort of relationship here, because the King of Cups is showing up in your relationship sector. So this has got a great emotional quality to it, plus intense sexual chemistry with the King of Wands. Or this is you, Aquarius. You just want to get on with your life. Yeah, that sort of Wands energy is about creativity, passion. Maybe some of you are feeling quite exhausted, by the way, because Mars retrograde can be about feeling really tired, and you most want your energy back, you want your passion back, because it's with the Chariot, and the Chariot is that vehicle that propels our life forward. So some of your energy might be quite low, or some of you feel just stuck in a groove that won't move on. Yeah. And this retrograde energy is all about going backwards, reflecting, all these things. So it might be a little bit frustrating here. Now you've got an interesting card as your protector card. Some of you have been offered love, because the King of Cups is here. It's been love in our cards for the last few months, Aquarius. Okay, the 4 of Cups is about being offered this gift of love, but not, this guy isn't exactly enthusiastic about taking it. And it's maybe because your interests are lying elsewhere, or you just want to do things slowly. You're not quite ready to fully embrace this new gift of love. That's not a bad thing. Mars retrograde is saying don't make any big hasty decisions until it goes forward again. So the 4 of Cups is not a difficult card, but you're just looking at this cup. You know it's being offered, but there's a sense of uncertainty here. It could be this King of Wands, or it could be a King of Cups. But the Hanged Man is a protector card, is saying don't rush into anything. It's okay to take your time. You don't have to, because the King of Wands can be a card of rushing forward, when your protector card is almost saying let go a little bit, allow things to unfold more slowly and more gracefully. Your challenge is the Justice card. So some of you might have a legal situation, but it's a Libra card. It's about reaping what you sow. But you're reaping some really nice stuff here, Aquarius. You've got the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Cups. You've got the 5 of Wands, so there's definitely a little bit of stress, okay? So what is Aquarius reaping? Give me a minute here. The Justice card is also about grace, harmony. So maybe you're not feeling that harmonious, okay? But what is Aquarius reaping? Okay. 2 of Cups, 8 of Wands, and the 5 of Cups. I think there's some relationship issue going on here, Aquarius, by the way. Because this is a soulmate card, but with the 5 of Cups, the relationship might be very slow to get off the ground. That is not a difficult thing with the Hanged Man as a protector card. Plus, most astrologers are warning you don't really start anything in Mars retrograde. But the 8 of Wands is also with it. So I think what these cards are saying is a relationship is really slow to get off the ground. Okay? It might feel a bit stalled and a bit stuck. But to the sea is like the 6 of Swords. It's a card about flowing forward, moving to a new landscape. In your relationship house, you have got the King of Cups. This is about the highest that you can get on an emotional level. But the King of Cups doesn't rush into anything because he's a king. So I think the slow moving, I mean, some Aquarius have maybe had some upset in a relationship and there's someone new arriving, by the way. I can definitely see that. The 4 of Cups and the King of Cups is about love in your emotional life. Tends to represent a water sign. But for some reason, yeah, with the 6 of Discs, there's something unbalanced here. It's like there's some conversation that needs to be had that's not happening. Someone is keeping their feelings close to their chest. And so something is not moving forward emotionally, Aquarius. I can only deal with the cards I've got. In work and finances, you've got the Page of Wands. It's about new opportunities, new potentials. You might be learning new skills. You might be drawn towards new things. Love the Page of Wands. Very exciting, enthusiastic energy. At a soul level, you've got the 9 of Cups. This is the wish fulfillment. That's what the card stands for. Wish fulfillment. There's no way around it. It's the heart chakra. And the 10 of Wands. So some of you might be really exhausted, wanting to put these wands down and move towards this emotional happiness, okay? Your outcome is the 5 of Wands, stress, head and heart moving in different directions, but then the 10 of Cups, which is what we got in our relationship sector for the month of July. What I'm picking up here, Aquarius, is potentially love being offered here. But there's almost a message to proceed with caution. And not in a really dark, I'm not giving you a fearful, but I think things are going to be very, very, very slow to get off the ground. So when things are slow to get off the ground, that's when we fall into the 5 of Cups because we feel something's not happening. A king and a queen would never push anything. They allow the process of love to unfold the way that it's going to. And I think some of you are meeting someone out of the blue this month because the Tower card's here. And I adore the Tower card, by the way, because it shakes everything up. And what seems to be shaken up is to do with your relationships, Aquarius, basically. Honestly, that's exactly what I'm reading. I hope there's a bit of a confusing reading, but I think there's some of you watching. It's almost like there's wishes coming true, there's happiness, but because of the Mars retrograde and the eclipses in our sun at the end of the month, there's an awful lot of energy in Aquarius. And the message is quite clear from astrologers. Don't rush into anything. Because the time Mars goes forward, you might just regret it. So be cautious. Take your time. Be a king. be the king of cool, just slowly does it, okay? I think some of you are going to meet someone rapidly overnight. That's what the Tower card, and I love reading with the King of Cups, tends to mean to me. But it's going to have a bit of a weird energy to Aquarius. You can get me directly. My email's in the About section if you'd like a private reading. Okay, guys, loads of love. Bye.